Thanksgiving Day football game as the rivalry has returned. The Wildcats of Weymouth High play host to the Boxers of Brockton. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Ducharme. I'll call your play-by-play as the Wildcats getting ready for what should be a very interesting contest against the vaunted Boxers of Brockton. We've all heard about the Boxers and their great reputation over the years, and still another outstanding team for Coach Armin Colombo. They went 9-1 coming into this contest as they're led by number 11 on your screen, quarterback Mark Hartzell. He is the key performer for this Brockton team. He is the difference as far as this team goes when they have played well and when they have not played well. In their loss, Hartzell was hurt against St. John's Prep and unable to really be a factor in that game. As the Wildcats and the Boxers getting ready to go, prior to the game, I talked to Wildcat head coach Joe Kelly, and I asked him, what can we expect from this Brockton High team?
Well, they got tremendous speed, Mark. They have speed that we're going to have an awfully hard time staying with. They're big. They got a great quarterback. It's a talented team. It's a team that lost one game, the first game of the year, when their quarterback did not play much. And since then, they've been a typical Brockton team. You'll see an excellent football team Thanksgiving.
Is it different in the aspect now with Thanksgiving? It's not North-South anymore. Is it Brockton? Is there, what's the atmosphere as far as you're concerned? Because you've been involved in both. Is it changed?
No, I don't think it's changed. I think, you know, Thanksgiving Day is a lot of things to a lot of football players. It's the end of their careers for many of the seniors, and it's also a day of anticipation, playing before the biggest crowd they'll play before. Playing Brockton certainly means that we're playing one of the top teams in the state of Massachusetts. All the enthusiasm of a big-time game, whether it be Weymouth North-South or Weymouth in Brockton, it's all the same, I think, to the kids. They're looking forward to a heck of a Thanksgiving Day game, and so far we haven't seen any indication that there's a drop-off from Weymouth North, Weymouth South.
How about the matchups? Does your ball club match up well with this team? In a sense, they look like mirror images, but the fact is that the Boxer kids are bigger.
Well, there's also a speed factor. Their wide receivers are tremendously fast, and our wide receivers do not play defense. When our wide receivers are on the field, Brockton's wide receivers do play defense. So they will match up speed-wise with our kids. We will not match up with their kids. We're going to have to play very, very smart football in order to stay with Lamar Lee and to stay with the Pileski and the fine receivers they have. We have a speed problem right now with Brockton. We're going to have to really work hard to overcome it.
What are the keys as far as you're concerned in this one?
Well, we're playing 11-minute periods. We're going to have to hold on to the football for, we're going to have some drives of, 3, 4, 5 minutes at a time. We cannot get into a shootout with them, and as far as throwing the football, we will throw it, but we don't want to be 3 passes and out. We want to be holding on to the football, running some time off the clock. We've got to keep their offense off the field, and I think that's will be our game plan.
In looking at the return to the rivalry, your thoughts, is it good, bad, or what?
Oh, it's great. It's going to be much better as we, as a school, get more and more into the idea of being one school. We're still a little bit short. It's going to take 2 or 3 years to get it to the place where we want it, and but overall, down the road, playing Brockton year after year is going to be just a great football game.
McReena.
tonight's game between the Wildcats and the Boxers. Coming up in just a moment.
Assisted in the flag ceremony by the season.
When your employees train with the National Guard and Reserve, they learn to be better team players, better decision makers, and better leaders. It's training that makes them better at serving our country. And better when they come back to work for you.
Bill's back.
Be a hero. Give your employees the freedom to protect ours.
To Legion Field as we get set for the opening kickoff of this 1991 Thanksgiving Day football game between the Wildcats and the Boxers. Sophomore Michael Taylor will get us on the way here from Legion Field. This place is just absolutely bedlam. You walked around the field prior to the game. You can anticipate everybody was just plain old-fashioned excited. The rivalry has returned as Weymouth and Brockton. As Michael Bourne and Lamar Lee await the kick. Taylor has had the tendency to squib it throughout the 1991 season. He will probably do the same in keeping it away as he guns it short. Taken by Pileski, and Pileski gets whacked at about the 37-yard line. And that is where the Boxers, a very strong offensive football team, will start. And the Boxer offense, the backs and receivers, Mark Hartzell, 25 touchdown passes on the season. He is the leader of that offense. Carl Donaldson, Rashid Jones, two strong running backs. Lamar Lee, Pileski, Melios, three excellent receivers. The offensive line also outstanding. We're about set to go. The first play from scrimmage, pull up a cheer. You're going to have fun. It's Hartzell the pass. And he's gone for it all. Intercepted, Chad Moore. He took it away from Lamar Lee. There's Moore closed in quickly, and the Wildcats are on offense. Hartzell came in short, and Chad Moore is 7th interception of the season. As the Wildcats, let's meet them individually as far as this 1991 offense goes. The most explosive offense in the Old Colony League is led by quarterback Mark Stanton, as the junior is rewriting the record books for passing at Weymouth High School. One of his favorite receivers is senior Keith Strazzeri with 23 receptions and 8 touchdowns. Another favorite target of Stanton's is Manny Fernandez, as the junior leads the team in pass receptions. He also leads the team in scoring with 9 touchdowns. Tight end Billy Gerard can not only catch the short passes, he catches them deep as well. Running back Keith Williams, one of the better rushing tailbacks in the Old Colony League, as well as the other tailback for the Wildcats, J.J. Chella, who leads the team in rushing. At the fullback position, Kevin Shaw has shown great versatility, not only running the football, but catching it out of the backfield. Joe Donovan, who's been able to get the Wildcats short yardage when needed, is the other fullback. The offensive line anchored by senior center Michael Ramos, as he'll be joined up front by guards Kevin Eager, who is also a senior, and another senior, Adam Casey. The two tackles for the Wildcats, they are two of the tri-captains, and Jake Bronchuk, who is in his second year as a starter, as his fellow tri-captain Danny Desmond. The Wildcats will also give some playing time in the offensive line to Mike Rufo, who will come in and spell the centers or the guards. Adam Sheen will spell the tackles, and also giving some playing time as a backup tackle will be Alan Burke. Chad Moore closed very quickly. Lamar Lee had the step. Hartzell on the throw, and Moore covered quickly. Toss pitch. Good yardage for the Wildcats on first down, and Keith Williams gets it out to the 29 as Williams brought down by Lamar Lee. The Brockton defense is Lucien Belanger and Dom Gentile, two excellent linebackers. James Bailey, Ricardo LaFontaine, two people up front to be reckoned with. And the defensive backs for Catch Arm and Colombo, the Wildcats, in their power eye. So the beginning is very special for the Wildcats. Off tackle, they go for 4. As Joe Donovan getting those 4 yards. Dom Gentile with the tackle of Joe Donovan. Second down for the Wildcats. They'll need about 6. As bang, bang, we have had 2 very strong plays to begin this game. Brockton tried to go deep. Hartzell was intercepted, and the Wildcats, as they have confusion. Williams, who got 10 yards on the first play from scrimmage, gets about 2 there. Don Gentile and Rashi Jones in on the tackle, and it'll be third down for the Wildcats. They'll need about 4.
Keith Williams is the ball carrier.
As Keith Williams, the Wildcats want to hold on to the football for as long as they can. They want to just grind out as much time, 4 and 5 minutes at a time if they can. They want to make sure that Hartzell, the Brockton offense, is on the bench. As Stanton with his first pass. Stanton will have to run. 40. Stanton runs out of bounds in Brockton territory.
Stanton on the creeper.
A good sign for the Wildcats, and Mark Stanton,
It's enough for a first down.
with the rush on, just broke up the middle, and he got a first down. They'll mark it at the Wildcat 48-yard line. As Weymouth High, with 9:19 to go, first period, 11-minute quarters in this one. As the Old Colony League, usually with the 10, but the agreement with the athletic directors and the coaches is for 11. First and 10. Keith Williams slips as he gets the handoff and goes down. And Rashid Jones puts the shoulder in on top of him. Williams gets 1. Second down for the Wildcats, and they will need 9.
The ball is on the 50-yard line.
As start that the Wildcats really would love to have is to move it down the field and score. Just come out smoking. So far, so good for the Wildcats. Stanton on the roll. Stanton floats it downfield. Gerard! Out at the 1! Billy Gerard!
Down about on the 1-yard line.
Gerard was behind. Tom Gentile made the catch. And the Wildcats looking to punch it in quickly.
That's like 29 yards.
First and goal, Weymouth High. They have come out and said, okay, Brockton, we know what you can do, but this is what we can do. Donovan, the call. Touchdown! Joe Donovan from a yard out. Just took the straight ahead handoff and he bounced it in. And the Wildcats with 8:27 to go march at 80 yards to get on top quickly. Sophomore Michael Taylor will look to make it 7-0. Taylor drills it. Wildcats march 80 yards to go on top. 7-0 they lead. An 80-yard drive for the Wildcats. Joe Donovan finishes it off. Some key plays. Billy Gerard, 49-yard pass reception to the 1. Mark Stanton on a scramble of 15 yards on a key third down situation. Weymouth High has come out ready to play. Taylor scribbing it. Jones had it. Pileski now picks it up and looking for some place to go. Pileski in trouble. And Mark Drock, Adam Good, and Eric Dutcher in on the tackle. Brockton will have it. Once again, very good field position. This time their own 34. The Boxers tried to go deep on their very first play from scrimmage, but Lamar Lee, who had the step, had the pass come up short to him, and then the Wildcats in great pass coverage, recovering with Chad Moore with the interception. We'll give you the Wildcat defense in just a moment. Hartzell, draw. Rashid Jones, and he's got great speed, and fortunately for the Wildcats, he slipped and fell as he was about to break it. Kevin Shaw in on the tackle, as he is there with J.J. Cheller, the Wildcat defense, who meet them individually in the second half. But the Boxers go to the ground, and Rashid Jones, who is Brockton's main threat to run, he's got good, very good speed, as has Carl Donaldson. And Jones with a first down. Toss pitch. Michael Bourne trying to get away, and he gets hammered. Joe Donovan, who leads his team in tackles, along with Chad Moore, make the tackle as Carl Donaldson check it from the I formation. Gets to second and 8. And the Wildcat defense, the keys for them have got to be the fact that they can not be affected by the Brockton speed. They have got to be able to outquick the Brockton line, get to the point of attack very quickly, make the Boxers' speed a situation where they have to just go wider or just try to do things a lot differently than they want to. Donaldson trying to break it outside, forget it. Kevin Shaw, the left cornerback, was there to make the tackle as Kevin just shed his block and peeled the blocker away and made the tackle on Donaldson for about a yard gain. 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. And Mark Hartzell, who had his first pass intercepted. Mark Pileski, excellent receiver, great hands. Hartzell with time, running out of it, dump off short. Rashid Jones, the intended receiver, but Joe Donovan was there. So the Wildcat defense right there on that play after a great run by Rashid Jones on the first play of this possession, with the Wildcat defense recovering nicely. 4th down. And the Boxers need 7. And they used a similar situation that Quincy does, so the Wildcats have got to be aware of it and not break off sides. Mark Pileski, who is an excellent kicker. Mark, the athletic director, son, and he just bounces one, and the Wildcats just pull away from it. And wisely so, as it's down at about the 16-yard line, and that's where the Boxers put their hands on the football. It's Troy Semper. Made sure that the Wildcats do not have it in the best of field position. And the Wildcats hit it on the 20 last time and just simply could not handle could just motor down the field with no problems. First and 10 from their own 16. Cheller in motion, Stanton the throw. Looking deep. Intercepted! Intercepted, Mark Pileski.
Pass intercepted by Pileski.
As Pileski had the angle on Manny Fernandez, Stanton just did not put it out far enough. Fernandez was a step behind, and if he just put it out another step to Stanton, Fernandez with his speed would have been a foot race between him and Pileski. So Mark suffers his 8th interception of the season, and the Boxers have the football at the Wildcat 42, and right now they've owned the field position, but the Wildcats own the lead on the scoreboard. Hartzell slices one over the middle, re-intercepted. Joe Donovan. Donovan waiting for the block. Williams throws one. Down at the Boxer 28. His 4th interception, and he needed one more block. Kevin Shaw tried to throw it, and he just could not clean out Mark Hartzell. What a first period.
Runs it back 35 yards. Weymouth ball.
looking to add to a 7-0 lead. Shaw in motion. Donovan straight ahead, runs into Ruff on time, and he along with Rashid Jones bring down the Wildcat junior fullback. Second down for the Wildcats, and they are going to need 6. Wildcats want to be able to run the football. They want to establish that inside ability to run the football and just be able to make things happen. Then that way, Stanton able to throw the ball better. Toss pitch, and getting to about the 21 is the Wildcat tailback Keith Williams. Troy Semper and Lucien Belanger make the tackle.
And Lamar Lee.
As the Wildcats will need a couple on 3rd down. And in the background, you'll hear the golden tones of Bill Jackson doing the public address for the final time here at Legion Field. He is retiring after 15 years.
Ball is on the 21-yard line.
And Bill Jackson, very familiar with this series. He was a player in it. Donovan. Inside the 20 to the 16 goes Joe. Lucien Belanger makes the tackle. As Belanger
1st down.
just got Donovan by the ankles, and here come the Wildcats once again. They're at the Boxer 15, and they just come out and said, this is what we do, guys. See if you can stop us. Keith Williams spins away from the initial hit. Rashid Jones wraps him up at about the 14.
Keith Williams on the tackle.
As Williams tried to
Jason Perry
inside.
made the stop.
And he could not. Rashid Jones had a piece of his arm. And it'll be 2nd and 9. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. 7-0 Wildcats. They scored on their first possession after Chad Moore intercepted a Mark Hartzell pass. Keith Williams again. Jason Perry, the nose tackle. Excellent penetration as he got rid of Mike Ramos and made the tackle on Williams. After a yard gain, 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats as Mark Stanton and company trying to push it in after the Joe Donovan interception. Stanton rolls underneath. Donovan spins away. Extra effort. Donovan close to a first down at about the 5, depending on where they mark it. Donovan just could not get away from Troy Semper, who held him up. And Danny Desmond, the chief, looks out and sees where they will mark the football. The Wildcats will need about a foot on 4th down.
4th down. 1 yard to go from the first down. The ball is on the 6-yard line.
Fourth and a foot. And movement on Brockton as everybody came across for the Boxers, but were they drawn off? The entire Brockton defensive line, no, they were not. 1st and goal, Wildcats, as they ran the quick count, and it enables them to keep the drive alive with a 1st and goal. Stanton, toss pitch, Williams escort, touchdown! Keith Williams got an escort that anybody could have scored in with 2:04 to go, first period, and the the Wildcats jump on the Boxers with 2 very quick touchdowns. So the Wildcats cash in on the Joe Donovan interception, and sophomore Michael Taylor looks to add the extra point. Issued a statement, 14-0. After Joe Donovan picks off a pass, in the second time the Wildcats have forced a Brockton turnover, they get points on the board. And if you look at the plus-minus ratio, is Keith Williams with a touchdown. Wildcats coming into the game with a +17 in the plus-minus ratio. They've improved it by 1 in this game. Mike Hartzell's been picked off twice, and Michael Taylor will be squibbing it once again. And it's bounced. Rashid Jones on the bounce. And there's a group of maroon and gold shirts there to make the tackle. J.J. Chella leads the group of Wildcats. And along with Nick Marino and Michael Tierney, they bring down the Boxer running back, and the Boxers had great field position. But the Wildcats on the scoreboard lead 14-0. A 1-yard touchdown run for Joe Donovan and a 4-yard touchdown run for Keith Williams. High formation for the Boxers, who don't show it that often, and Hartzell on the roll left. Plenty of time running out of it. Intercepted! J.J. Chella! Delios, the intended receiver, but J.J. Chella just read it perfectly. And the Wildcats once again get the football, 46-yard line their own, and they have just come out aggressive and gone after the football. Stanton, dump off, tipped, and knocked down a marker in the defensive secondary as Patrick Velios makes a nice play, but a defensive secondary, there's a penalty flag, and it is on the Wildcats, and an eligible receiver on the Wildcats. So apparently one of the linemen may have gotten out and moved downfield. So the Wildcats hurting themselves as James Bailey gets the options discussed to him. 1:47 to go, first period. Ineligible, refused by the Boxers. 2nd and 10 as Patrick Velios made a nice play, and the thing for Patrick Velios was if Stanton put a little less air underneath that football and put it down a little more, Velios could have gone the other way with it. Toss pitch. Here comes Keith Williams. Williams pulls his way across the 50 to the Boxer 48. Lucien Belanger, Troy Semper make the tackle.
It'll bring up a
It's 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats, as the Weymouth High Wildcats have just done a lot of things extremely well for the first 11 minutes of this game. 1:20 to go first period, but we almost finished those 11 minutes. But the fact of the matter is, it has been Weymouth really just coming ready to play. Movement. And Stanton takes it and pushes it ahead. And there was movement in the defensive line. Mark Stanton says, wait a minute, shouldn't there be a flag? James Bailey, top of your screen, and gone offsides. And let's see if the play is called offsides. Boxers definitely. .58 seconds ago, first period. It's been one Weymouth High would love to bottle. They've done things very, very well. thing about this first period you have to love if you're a Weymouth fan. They have just come, they have just done what they've wanted to do. And when you do what they did on that first possession, it gains the confidence. They know now, oh, we can play. And Williams runs into his own blocker, and Person Perry puts him away as Rashid Jones put Williams' blocker right into him. And Person Perry was there to gather up Williams, second down for the Wildcats. Crowd unbelievable. They are aligned around. In fact,
second and 10.
Outside of Legion Field, the stands, the old baseball stands, are lined up in. And we have possibly one more play here in this first period as the Wildcats did not gain any yardage. Stanton just lets the clock come winding down. 11 minutes that the Wildcats would love to bottle. They get a standing ovation, and they deserve it. 14-0, Weymouth. Crowd is cheering the announcement of the Weymouth High State Championship soccer team. The football team right now is playing mighty fine. 14-0 they lead. Strazzeri in motion, top of your screen as we begin the second period. Stanton underthrows, intended receiver Keith Strazzeri, Lamar Lee, and good coverage on that one. And it'll be third down as Strazzeri is also being watched by Dom Gentile. So the Boxers aware of Keith Strazzeri's ability to catch the football. Strazzeri, 23 receptions coming into this game. Fernandez had 44. And they were the two prime targets for Mark Stanton. You can also add Billy Gerard, who's had an outstanding year as a tight end. He's caught a big pass in this game. Third down on the draw. Good yardage. Kevin Shaw. Dumped by Lamar Lee. First down, Wildcats at the 25. Kevin Shaw, in this last 3-4 weeks of the season, has been absolutely spectacular. As Kevin Shaw has run on the draw extremely well, and he has also been a key back out of the backfield. I'll tell you, this crowd is just into it from the get-go. They gave ovations for the Wildcats coming down the field, and they've been giving them ever since. And Williams trying to add to those ovations at Semper. Knocks him down at the 21. I was talking to Joe Kelly before the game, and he was talking about the fact that people are just looking at him, going by, applying, say, go get him, as they walk down to the field. And assistant coach Tony Manzelli was telling me that people coming in limos getting ready for this one. And the Wildcats have shown some style. A shot goes in motion. Williams again. Keith inside the 20 to the 19. Dom Gentile, the linebacker.
And Bailey on the stop.
As Gentile met Williams after the yard gain. Third down. Weymouth needs 4 for the first down. Wildcats 14, Boxers nothing. Williams the handoff. First down inside the 15, down to the 12 goes Keith. Dom Gentile and Troy Semper make the tackle as Keith Williams. Talking to Coach Joe Kelly, he felt that Keith Williams could make an extreme contribution to the Wildcats. His ability to slice off tackle and just slash could be difficult for Brockton, and so far he has done quite well. Stanton, handoff. An excellent ball fake by Stanton as Kevin Shaw gets it down to the 9. Second down for the Wildcats, still need 6.
Made the tackle. It'll be second down.
And now timeout Brockton. They're trying to figure out what is going on. 21 nothing. The Wildcats would like to make it. They're at 14 now, but they're at the Boxer 9. One of the nicer seats for this one. 8:47 to go. First half, all Wildcats. Mark Stanton, Kevin Shaw, Joe Donovan, Keith Williams. The Wildcats have done very well so far. Second and 6 from the 9-yard line. The Wildcats run the ball very well. And they're going to cost themselves 5 yards as Jake Bronchuk tried to anticipate the snap count a little too quickly, and Jake and the Wildcats lose a few yards on the play. So it sets up a 2nd down and 11 and changes how the Wildcats will approach this play.
The illegal procedure called against Weymouth. It'll be 2nd and 11.
8:47 to go, first half. Weymouth 14, Brockton nothing. Shaw looking for the opening. Shaw down to the 6. Kevin slipped and fell. He looked like he was going to accelerate to the end zone, but he could not hit that hole as quick as he wanted to. But Shaw still gains back not only the yardage lost in the penalty, but Kevin gains a couple of extra yards. 3rd and 3.
To the middle of the field.
3rd and 3.
I mean, it's an extra point from now.
3rd, 3 for a first down, 6 for the touchdown. Handoff, Donovan, forget it. Donovan just stood up by Person Perry. He tried to spin away. Gentile was there, and they tie him up at about the 5 and maybe the 4. And now an interesting call because the Wildcats would need a yard and a half. They're going to take a timeout. They want to think about it. Other football games going on, as you see. Legion Field right now as the Wildcats with a 14-0 lead. Wildcat coach Joe Kelly has decided to go for it. The thinking is they can pull out a first down or a touchdown. It's a big situation. Williams toss pitch. Williams, first down, Wildcats. Keith Williams, as referee Basil Cronin signals that he got the first down. Looked like he's going to be tripped up by Ricardo left on punt. Williams just exploded over the top in a first down. The thinking was go back to that play. Weymouth, not only if they don't get the first down, the Boxers are still 90-something yards away and have a long trip upfield. But instead, it's 1st and goal, 4 cracks from the 1. Williams the pitch. His 2nd touchdown! Keith Williams on the toss pitch. The right side of the line opened up a beautiful hole, and the Wildcats with 7:32 to go. First half lead, 20-0. Sophomore Michael Taylor will look to add to it. Taylor, not pretty, but it counts. Wildcats cash in so far on Mark Hartzell interceptions. They picked off 3 Hartzell interceptions and lead 21-0. A J.J. Chella interception, and the Wildcats go the 50-plus yards to extend the lead. And the Wildcats did it running the football primarily. Michael Taylor once again to kick off. Jones on the squib. There, and he gets decked. He got drilled You're just looking for the right adjective on that one. Joe Donovan, Eric Dutcher.
Eric Dutcher.
In on the tackle, and the Wildcat defense. So far, they have loved the way that this game has gone.
Brockton on their own 38-yard line.
7:30 to go. First half, this has been a Wildcat explosion so far. Hartzell, quick out. Lee can't get away from Chad Moore. Michael Tierney helped him out, but Moore grabbed him by the shoe tops and held on until Tierney could help him clean up. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats. It's Mark Hartzell trying to get Lamar Lee, the key receiver for this Boxer team. He's got great world-class speed. Trying to get him out on the Wildcat cornerbacks where they feel will be the advantage. Hartzell again the throw. Hartzell comes up short. He looked for Lamar Lee. Nick Marino was in front of Lamar Lee. He had the better angle for the football. And Hartzell coming up short. It's 3rd down and 6 for the Boxers. And something Coach Armin Colombo does not want to see his team do at the present time. Go 3 plays and out and give the ball back to the Wildcats, who are right now flying high.
We have a youngster that has been separated from his parents, Bobby Clapp. If his parents would go down under the scoreboard, the boy is down in that area.
Hartzell has trouble with the snap. Running out of time. Excellent reception. Mark Pileski. He is a very talented receiver. Pileski just on the comeback pattern. Catches it at the Wildcat 45. 1st down, Boxers. It's equate, for those who have not seen Brockton this year, you got to look at, remember the old Raiders when they had Branch and Biletnikoff as the receivers and Casper as the tight end. Brockton's similar. Velios, that type of tight end, like a Casper. Pileski, more like a Biletnikoff, and Lee like a Branch. And Hartzell, the man trying to get there, it's the screen. Well set up. Donaldson can't completely get away as Chad Moore brings him down, but not before Donaldson gets it inside the 35 to the 34. 1st down. The Boxers, it's back-to-back completions by Hartzell, gets them the 1st downs to keep the drive alive with 6:19 to go, 1st half. Let's see, whistles blowing as the line judge coming over to talk to referee Basil Cronin. And they want the Boxers to move back off the sidelines. That's what the situation was for the Boxer players, to pull away from the sidelines. 21-0 Weymouth. Quickly deflected and nearly picked off by Joe Donovan. The Wildcat linebacker really recognized that play, and that he saw that they were going to try to run the quick slant to Lamar Lee. And Donovan just got back to where he was supposed to be, got the hand on the football, and nearly picked it off. 2nd down. And 10 for the Boxers.
2nd down.
Hartzell, the draw, Rashid Jones. Desmond got a piece of him, slowed him up. Donovan is there to wrap him up. It'll be 3rd down as Donovan and Jared Hurley Finish off the play as Rashid Jones gets
Gain of
3.
It'll be
Third and 7, and it's 2 down territory for the Boxers, especially down by 21 to this Wildcat team that has just come out fired up. Hartzell looking as the time is slowly running out. Hartzell can't get away. Joe Donovan finishes off the play, but Kevin Shaw from his cornerback position tripped up Mark Hartzell. 4th down as Hartzell loses 3 on the play. And the Boxers definitely going for it. 4th down.
4th and 10.
And 10 for the Boxers. The Boxers kept the drive alive when they went to the comeback pattern to Mark Pileski. That was one of their big plays in this drive. They also used a screen to Carl Donaldson. Fourth and 10, Hartzell. Going for the touchdown. Tipped away. Michael Tierney intended for Billy Bellios. Michael Tierney had great coverage. First down play, Keith Williams on the run, a flag on the play, and a penalty to be called on Weymouth High. But the Wildcat defense coming up with a big play, knocking down the intended touchdown attempt to Billy Bellios. And referee Basil Cronin finding out if Brockton wants to accept the penalty on the Wildcats. 4:28 to go, first half. A major one on the Wildcats, holding Weymouth High. They will start back at their own 22, as it's from the point of where the foul took place, and foul apparently taking place at the 32. First down, Wildcats. And the Wildcats need 23. The state of the ground, Williams, extra effort by Keith. Extra effort. Patrick Felios just rode the back of Keith Williams around with Ricardo LaFontant in front. And Williams was able to push his way. And Keith Williams, I was talking to him, he just wanted to make this one. Introductory remarks, he says, he was excited. He couldn't wait for this game. And right now, Keith Williams, in his final high school football game with 2 touchdown runs. He has run the ball very well here in this game. And Fernandez lines up wrong. Blitz coming. And Kevin Shaw is going to go nowhere. As a market illegal procedure to be called on the Wildcats. Lamar Lee, James Bailey, and Brian Malamut in on the tackle. Shaw could not break it outside as the 3 Boxers were there. And they discussed the options as far as what to do on this penalty. And the Boxers will not take the penalty because they'll force the Wildcats into a 3rd down situation. And Weymouth High needing 20 for the first down. Excellent field conditions here, and now the Boxers will take a timeout with 3:20 to go. First half of play.
Benefit for Annie Luigi will be held on Saturday.
Wildcats enjoying the game so far. 21-0 they lead. Cats have owned this football game. 21-0 they lead, and the Wildcats have a big situation for them. 3rd and 20. And they are at their own 24. Stanton on the play action. Stanton gets tripped up. Joe Donovan tried to throw the block on Rashid Jones, but Jones going to hold Stanton by the ankles and tripped him up, and the Boxers call timeout with 3:10 to go first half. Wildcats to punt the football away with a crosswind. Chad Moore, who's been hitting the football at 33 yards per kick this season. And he's got two dangerous return people to try to just guide away from both of them, Pileski and Lee. And he just gets off a kick. Will go short and out of bounds. Chad is trying to just get away a kick that he can keep it away from the speedster Lamar Lee. Gets off a bad kick. The Boxers will get it. Excellent field position. And they're going to mark it at the Weymouth 40-yard line. .304 to go first half. Brockton, excellent field position. And then Arvin Colombo. And you see coming in, Mark Hartzell and Lamar Lee with the play. As the Boxers try to figure out what has hit them. To the ground they go. An excellent yardage for Rashid Jones. Jones trying to spin away. Chella trying to take the ball away. And they'll say that Rashid Jones was down, and J.J. Chella looked like he had taken the ball away. It was close. It was close. The Wildcat fans boo the call. Boxer fans applaud it. But the fact of the matter was, Jones had the knee down, and it'll be first down. Rashid getting it to the 21. 20-yard run for the senior running back for the Boxers. So the Boxers, first time inside the Wildcat 30. Reverse, Lamar Lee, very well disguised. Lee gets the corner. Michael Tierney closes quickly. It still gets good yardage. But Michael Tierney closed quickly. There's a marker down, however, on the play. Excellently disguised by the Boxers. They disguised the play extremely well. Personal foul, Weymouth on top of the play.
Personal foul called against Weymouth.
But Lamar Lee on the reverse came around very well disguised. Boxers get the first down. They'll get it inside the Wildcat 10. As they'll come with Lee down, they'll say that as soon as they brought Lee down, a little too much aggressiveness by the Wildcat defense. So the Wildcats will try to hang on.
Ball is on the 6. First down.
Wildcat defense trying to hang tough once again. Bailey up back in that formation, and he tries to lead. The runner for the touchdown, and does, as the Boxers get on the board. Lamar Lee from the tailback position on the toss pitch, followed James Bailey. And Coach Arvin Colombo drawing one out of the playbook. Well, get the Boxers on the board with 2:29 to go first half. As Lamar Lee from the tailback position scoring, Mark Pileski. Virtually an automatic, an extra points. And he does not get it this time. A rarity. Mark Pileski not getting the extra point. 2:29 to go in the first half. The Wildcats on top by 15.
Dimension Cable would like to wish you the best this holiday season. Thank you for sharing this past year of headline events and unforgettable memories, award-winning programs, and exclusive entertainment, blockbusters and classics, shows for the whole family, because on Dimension Cable, anywhere you turn, there's always something for all of you. Happy holidays from Dimension Cable.
To him early.
21-6 Wildcats is leading on the touchdown run. And Pileski just unloads. Chella. Chad Moore to the 23, and that's it. As Chella and Moore circle the ball, and Moore took it.
In on the tackle.
And the Wildcats, we'll see how they play it for the final 2:23 of this first half.
Belanger in on that tackle also.
Wildcats be conservative, or will they try to move
Ball
the
is
football
on the
once again?
24-yard line, 1st and 10. We have 2:23 left in the half.
Boxers did spend a few timeouts in that last possession. The Wildcats' penalties hurt them on that last possession. They put them in the hole. Williams toss pitch, nowhere. For some Perry, Velios strung the play out and put it
in on the tackle.
down. Keith Williams. And it'll be second down for the Wildcats. They'll need 10.
The yard on the play.
As we head under 2 minutes, the Boxers in timeouts a little bit short because of using a few in the last series. Straight ahead, Joe Donovan
up the middle.
to the 26. And now the Boxers spend the timeout as James Bailey. Fine defensive tackle along with
in on the tackle.
Don Gentile make the tackle. Boxers spend the timeout. 1:42 left. Wildcats 21, Boxers 6. For Mark Stanton and the Wildcats, third down. They need 8. And with 1:42 to go, first half. And the wind, as far as the wind goes, it's a crosswind. And looking at the flag, it's blowing more across the field towards the Brockton bench. And the Wildcats set on 3rd and 8, and Stanton rolling. Dump off Donovan. Spinning away, Donovan. Extra effort, gets that first down. Joe Donovan getting it out to the 35. First down, Wildcats. As he got away from Don Gentile and spun away and got the first down. Ricardo off on punt, and James Bailey was there to bring him down. So the Wildcats have 1:34 left in the first half. Now better field position. Now you wonder how they'll approach it. Will they go to the air? Will they try to march it downfield that way? Or will they see what they do on the first down play and go from there? Clock ticking away. The Wildcats, and now they'll have to call a timeout. Confusion on what to do with 1:15 to go, first half. Weymouth High, 21. Brockton, 6. 1:15 to go, first half. And upstairs near the Wildcat assistant coaches, and assistant coach Tony Manzelli said, I don't know if this is going to be the play. He said, lay it out, make sure that we are the only ones to get the football. Stanton instead will run. Instead he fires it. Fernandez. Did he catch it in bounds? No. Manny went out of bounds and catching the football almost. It would have given the Wildcats great situation. But apparently the Wildcats thinking is that, hey, if it's not there, just throw it away. And Stanton put it where it was supposed to be put. The problem was Manny Fernandez just could not keep his feet in bounds. The ball just kept drifting away. And the wind, Stanton, you have to realize, made that throw against the wind, which gusted at times towards the Brockton bench at about 15 miles per hour. Draw play. Donovan spinning away and getting it out to about the 41. He gets 6. Lucien Belanger in on the tackle along with Brian Malamut.
On the tackle.
And 58 seconds to go, first half. And timeout on the field. Brockton with 58 seconds to go. Interesting call, 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats at their own 40. Shazier in motion. Stanton on the dump off. And if that's a lateral, Cella plays it smartly and gets control. As Stanton had Cella open. And let's see if it's going to be, it was a lateral. Clock ticking away, 32 seconds and counting in the first half. And the Wildcats will probably take some time off the clock, let it wind down. 20 seconds to go, first half. The punt team will take their time coming on the field. The Wildcats will be having the option to begin the second half. And the Wildcats will take the 5 yards against them. And let's see, 5, 4, and with 3 seconds left, the penalty flag on the Wildcats, delay of game. And referee Basil Cronin.
Delay of the game called against Weymouth.
Wildcats, in one aspect, Chad Moore will be feeling the pressure. It'll be interesting to see how the Wildcats do approach it. Chad Moore won't. Stanton and Coach Kevin Cobbin. And the thinking is right now for the Wildcats, and it's excellent thinking, because just run the football. Run the football. Take a play that will take time. Run the football in the half. You're up 21-6. Toss pitch. Williams. Escort is there. Williams getting the first down and more. But that ends the half. Don't kick it to Lamar Lee. Don't kick it to Mark Koleski. Settle for a 21-6 and a half. Brockton a late touchdown. Wildcats on top by 15 after 22 minutes of play. Halftime, Wildcats 21-0 in the Wildcats as they will receive the football from Mark Koleski. J.J. Cella, Chad Moore, and Keith Williams await the kick. And Pileski unloads a high kick that Cella takes at the 5. Cella ducks and gets drilled at the 20.
J.J. Cella on the
Lucien Belanger leading a group of boxers.
Donaldson made the initial hit.
As the boxers
Weymouth will start their
covering very nicely. And it also helps too that Belanger, who led the tacklers downfield, he's a linebacker along with Patrick Brennan. But the fact of the matter is Pileski's high kick enabled the boxers to cover very nicely. First down, Wildcats from their own 20, just beginning the second half here at Legion Field. And the Wildcats stay to the ground, and Kevin Shaw chews up 4 yards. It's Kevin going off the right side, following Kevin Eager and Danny Desmond. And the Chief, Danny Desmond, a little bit shaken up towards the end of the first half. At halftime to recover a long time, and Wildcats hoping to keep the momentum going as we begin the second half. Toss pitch, Williams. Cut down in the backfield, Lucien Belanger. Great penetration. And then along with Jason Perry, bring him down.
Belanger made the tackle.
And it'll be third down as Williams loses a yard on the play. 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. Shazier in motion. Stanton rolls. Stanton runs out of time and then ducks underneath as Ricardo LaFontant
Jimmy Bailey
had good pressure, and then James Bailey made the tackle, and Stanton just could not throw the football. Good coverage by the Brockton secondary. So the Wildcats 3 plays and out to begin the second half, and Chad Moore will be kicking the football away. Chad did not get the greatest kick. And upfield, Lamar Lee and Mark Pileski trying to exhort their fans into getting them going emotionally. And Moore gets off a bad kick. And it will get a roll, however, at the 39-yard line of Weymouth. And Chad just trying to keep it away from the Brockton excellent return people of Lamar Lee and Mark Pileski. Just shanked the kick. So the Boxers have the football in excellent field position as we'll meet the Wildcat defense. Defensively for the Wildcats, at nose tackle will be Jared Hurley, who's had an outstanding season at that position. At the defensive tackles, Mike Ramos with 31 tackles on the year, and he's joined up front by fellow senior Brian Quinlan, who missed part of the season due to a leg injury. Alternating with Quinlan and Ramos will be tri-captain Dan Desmond, who's had 14 tackles and spot duty. At the defensive end, tri-captains Jake Bronchuk and Keith Williams, as the two tri-captains have also had great years at the defensive end position. Matt Lang will alternate with the other two seniors. At the linebackers for the Wildcats will be Adam Good, 78 tackles, 1 interception. He had an outstanding game against Bridgewater Raynham. Joe Donovan, who leads the team in tackles, is at the other linebacker position, while sophomore Brian Scott will alternate at times for this Wildcat defense. In the defensive backfield, Mike Tierney, who's had 57 tackles from his cornerback position. He's also had an outstanding year on special teams. Kevin Shaw, who's had a great second half of the year, is at the other cornerback position. The safeties, Chad Moore, he just needs an interception to tie a Weymouth High record. And at the other safety is J.J. Chella for the Wildcats. As the two alternating defensive backs will be Nick Marino. And in special situations, Manny Fernandez will see some time as well. Lee comes around on the counter and gets good yardage, spinning away from the initial pursuit of Keith Williams. Joe Donovan brings him down after about a 5-yard gain as Lee cut inside of Keith Williams. 2nd and 5 for the Boxers.
2nd and 5.
Boxers showing some different looks here in this football game. Lee in motion. Rashid Jones over the top, close to a first down.
Rashid Jones.
Jones tripped up by Donovan. And he gets it to the 29. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Boxers. So in a situation, Mark Hartzell could go up top and check that. They're not going to say 3rd and 1. They want to measure. Armin Colombo, off-camera view. Armin is screaming. Armin's thinking, hey, that's a first down. And Armin and the Boxers. It's referee Basil Cronin discussing the situation. Of the football, and let's find out if it is a first down for Brockton. It's either going to be 3rd and inches or 1st and 10. And referee Basil Cronin comes over to head coach Joe Kelly to tell him holding. Hold the clock, in other words, as far as the time goes. It's a first down for the Boxers, but the clock situation is what they're talking about for the Wildcat defense. They're trying to hang tough. Donaldson, the deep back, in front of him, Jones. Donaldson gets banged at the line of scrimmage, gets about a yard. Michael Ramos
made the tackle.
Stuck his helmet in there and made the tackle. And the clock now officially ticking away. So everything's straightened out time-wise. Yeah, down in distance. Everything that's supposed to be straightened out. 2nd and 8 for the Boxers. option back. It's Donaldson. Turns the corner. Donaldson inside the 20 and down to about the 16. Chad Moore gets him down to the turf. But Hartzell, some excellent ball faking as he gets it outside to Carl Donaldson for a first down. Rashid Jones to the 16, maybe the 15. Here's Rashid. Shot down at the play. Joe Donovan getting up from the pile.
On the carry.
Jared Hurley, the nose tackle.
By Joe Donovan.
As the two going down, Rashid Jones after a yard. Second down.
Mike Weymouth in on that tackle also.
The first down plays trying to set up their second down plays.
2nd and 8.
And Lee, the deep back, you could look for him on the toss. Bailey trying to lead. Lee gets it to the outside. Touchdown, Lamar Lee.
Lamar Lee runs it in for the score. 15-yard dash.
Toss pitch and Lamar Lee.
Lamar Lee.
From the same formation he scored in the first half. And the Boxers get on the board on their first possession of the second half. It's 21-12. And now the Boxers will spend a timeout. 6:20 to go. Third period. And the Boxers closing to within 9. Questions become, what is Brockton going to do? They're going to go for the 2. As the Boxers line up for 1, they now go for the 2. Wildcat fans standing. Hartzell. Knocked away. The Wildcats lead by 9. Nick Marino with the play. As he cut in front of Poleski, 6:20 to go. Third period, 21-12 Wildcats. The Boxers go 39 yards after the punt. And in 2 short touchdown drives, they've taken a 21-0 deficit. They've closed to within 9. It's 21-12. And Poleski to kick off. And he just unloads again. Cheller at the 10. JJ up to about the 28
on the run back.
as Lamar Lee and Patrick Velios bring down Chella. And the Wildcat fans just hoping to lure their team on. They've come out fired up. They played extremely well in the first half. The second half, they'd like to keep it on going. On the counter, it's Kevin Shaw not getting away. Lucien Belanger, the linebacker and defensive end, Rashid Jones.
Rashid Jones made the tackle.
As the 2 are there to cut off Kevin Shaw in the backfield for a loss of 1.
As soon as we pull, the linebacker came.
Wildcats. So far, the second half has not been what they wanted to begin it with. Stanton, Velios on the corner, came in and made the tackle as Patrick Velios
made the tackle.
Was there to greet Mark Stanton and the Wildcats.
Lots on the play.
Right now, it just cannot get things going. They're in neutral right now. They've lost 7 yards here in this possession. 3rd down and 17.
I think it's going to be in a 4 this time. They just took 75 out of the game.
Jake Bronchuk just looking at his fellow linemen and just saying, come on, guys, we've got to buckle it down.
Yeah.
We've got to start getting it together. Belanger looking like he's coming on the blitz. Stanton throws a bad pass for Fernandez. Billy Pelios on the coverage. And a low sinking pass. And the Wildcats go 3 plays and out, and something they do not want to do. Go the 3 plays and out. They want to keep the pressure on Brockton. But so far, at the beginning of the second half, it's 2 3-play and out series for this Weymouth High football team. 4:48 to go, third period. Chad Moore to kick. One high floater. Lee gets whacked and he's trying to recover. Billy Gerard is there. J.J. Cello with good coverage on the kick. And then when Lee recovered after the initial hit, he couldn't get away from Billy Gerard. And the field position for Brockton takes a turn. As instead of having the ball in Weymouth territory, good coverage on the kick. And as Lee loses 8 after a 33-yard kick, the Wildcat defense gets a little breathing room. Hartzell firing it deep. Caught. Poleski. Brought down at the 8. Chad Moore. And a play that was very, very bizarre.
Brought down by Jason Walley.
Chad Moore with the tackle, but a very bizarre situation. Poleski made the catch, and then Poleski looked like he was just taking his time going to the end zone instead of running hard. So the Boxers hit quickly. And now a very big turnaround, and Lee in the backfield, and it's been the big play. Lee, the call, his 3rd touchdown. 2-play, 60-yard drive. The Boxers are back in it. It has been the play they have run efficiently for the touchdowns, and Lamar Lee brings the Boxers to within 3 with 4:05 to go in the 3rd period. And Mark Poleski will look to add on point number 19.
And it's good.
Brand new football game, 4:05 to go, 3rd period. 21-19, Weymouth leads shaved to 2. 2 plays, 60 yards, the Boxers go. They're within 2 points, and Poleski, his kickoffs have been really killing Weymouth. This time he hits it short and fat. Donovan gets walloped at the 29. Good coverage on the kick by the Boxers. The Weymouth High offense, their 3rd possession of the second half. The Wildcat fans trying to implore them on to get it going. The momentum they had in the first half. It's right now they've been struggling here in the second half. Straight ahead run, Williams gets it across the 30 to the 31. Ricardo LaFontant.
Tackled by Jones.
Got a piece of Williams and bringing him down, 2nd down. The Wildcats, however, need 8. Wildcats have got to move the football this time. Take some of the momentum from Brockton. The Boxers have had 2 possessions here in this 3rd quarter, scored them both. Stanton airs it out. Fernandez with a catch in Boxer territory. Manny Fernandez made the recovery. First down, Wildcats. As the Wildcats get a big first down. Something they needed. They got to loosen the Brockton defense. Williams the call. Williams gets pummeled.
Bruce Williams on the carry.
Jason Person-Perry, the nose tackle.
Bailey.
Along with big number 77, Jim Bailey. They're there to bring down Williams after about a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Was for the Wildcats first half where they would get 4 and 5 yards per carry. Right now, the Wildcats are struggling on first down. The Boxers made adjustments. Stanton. Gunning it. Koleski collides with Strazieri. And no call. In fact, an interception.
Bullshit, they're giving the ball to Brockton. He intercepted it. I saw it.
It looked as though that Strazieri got wiped out completely and trying to go for the football, and they say that it is an interception. So the Boxers hold off the Wildcats, and the Wildcat fans don't believe it. First down run, Rashid Jones. Adam Good holds him up, and his teammates help bring him down at about the 20. About a 5-yard gain for Rashid.
Jones with the ball.
So the Boxers get it. From their own 15, they move it out to the 21 on the Rashid Jones run. 2nd down and 4 for the Boxers. A very precarious call. It looked as though they could have been pass interference call in the play. But instead, they say it was an interception. Defense for the Wildcats comes up big, and the person of Brian Quinlan, who just came shooting through, and got Carl Donaldson
on the tackle
for what will be a yard loss.
Donaldson
3rd
was the
down.
ball carrier. It's 3rd and 6.
And it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Boxers. Hartzell, plenty of time as he airs it out. Koleski can't catch up to it. It'll be 4th down. Nick Marino on the coverage.
3 seconds left in this quarter.
21-19 the Wildcats. Leave with a minute 3 to go. 3rd. And the Boxers come out, and Koleski comes up to the line of scrimmage. He'll be kicking. Strazieri, Fernandez awaiting the kick. And Koleski lines it out. It takes a great Brockton roll. Dead at the Wildcat 26. Wildcats first down. As they go to the ground, Williams gets stood up and dropped. Malamet finished off the play. Lee underneath them, along with Don Gentili, make the tackle. 2nd down, 6 for the Wildcats.
Jim Bailey made the tackle. Brings up a 2nd down.
You look back at this play, Mark Koleski's kicking has really hurt. In a lot of ways, his deep kickoffs, the Wildcats ending up with beginning their possessions at about the 23 per average, and then that great punt. Stanton trying to get away from Bellios and can't. Patrick Pilios
One is reading the play.
makes the tackle, and Mark Stanton.
Pilios made the tackle for a loss.
And that will end the third period.
Sits if it goes away, and if it comes to him,
We have 11 to go. And the Wildcats trying to hang on. 21-19. The Wildcats led 21-0 at one time. But the Boxers have come storming back behind Lamar Lee's 3 touchdowns, but also Mark Pileski has contributed with some great kicks. Stanton running away from the pressure. Stanton, good run. To the 35 he goes. He'll be short of a first down. As Mark Stanton did everything possible in that possession to just try to get himself free, but he does avoid what could have been a disastrous loss and turns it into what is a 12-yard game, but the Wildcats are a yard short. It'll be fourth down. And Chad Moore will be kicking. Chad would like to uncork a great kick. Chad, a high kick. On the fly it is Rashid Jones, or checking Mark Pileski.
Tackled by Billy Gerard.
Bill Gerard on the coverage.
Brockton takes over on their own
10:04 left.
7 or 8 yard
21-19.
line.
It has been a game that everybody thought it might be. And a great deal more. Boxers at their own 48. Hartzell play action. Gets away for a second. Complete. Lee. Chad Moore holds him up and then gets some help.
Lamar Lee on the reception, brought down by Moore.
Kevin Shaw helped him out as Lamar Lee just spun away.
knock the shit off.
We have some Brockton Weymouth
Second
commemorative
and
shirts
2.
on sale at the souvenir counter for $7 a piece. And coffee and
Lee.
donuts are still available at the refreshment stand.
With the reception, and getting himself free. And Lee had the speed. He opened up the area for himself. 2nd and 2. To the ground. Rashid Jones just not going down. And Jones inside the 40 to the 36. And Kevin Shaw finally knocks him down.
Shaw. First down.
And the Boxers trying to just come back from way
The winners
back.
of the $250 drawing. Pull out your tickets.
The Wildcat defense.
172-015.
The emotions, the feeling, you know, they've come out so emotionally.
062.
The tiring effect. This Boxer team might be a little deeper than the Wildcats, and their size might be paying off right now.
On the carry.
And especially in the line where Rashid Jones gets 5
Down
yards.
by Weymouth. Adam Good.
It's a thing that the second half has come out, is that the Boxer size, they've taken advantage. They've come after Weymouth. Second and 4. Second back, it's Donaldson. And Adam Good trips him up.
On the carry.
Nick
brought down by
Marino
Adam
helps
Good.
out, but the Boxers do get
Once
the
again, the
first
numbers
down.
on your drawing. 136.
Now it's getting
062.
a situation where the Wildcats, they gotta just stand tall.
015.
They're in the situation
To
where
get
they
down
gotta,
to the refreshment stand by the buses.
despite being worn out, and they're
And
going
you
to take
can
a
correct your
timeout to
drive.
get themselves gathered. 8:11 left. The Boxers trying to come back. The Wildcats trying to hold on. 21-19 Weymouth. if you haven't been to Legion Field in a long time, it's been the best crowd in a long, long time. And the Boxers, a ground game is working off well. Rashid Jones inside the 10 and down to the 4. Chad Moore brings him down as the right side of the Brockton line. Mark Dombrowski and James Paley opened up a huge hole. And Rashid Jones came barreling through. First and goal, Boxers at the 4. And right now the Wildcats. Just the size in that line is just paying off for them. They're just overpowering. As they go to the formation they've been successful with. As Hartzell getting it to about the 3 as he tried to sneak his way through. Hartzell stood up. The Wildcats defensive front line doing the job. Time ticking away, 7:40. Second and goal, Boxers. They're at the 2. Look at it. Some of these Brockton linemen only go one way on one side of the ball, while the Wildcat linemen go 2 ways. And the Wildcats do try to use a lot of substitutions. As diving in for the touchdown, Rashid Jones. Rashid Jones off tackle, dives into the end zone. The Boxers get the lead for the first time with 7:07 to go, 25-21. Extra point kick coming up from Mark Pileski. So the Wildcats will have 7 minutes to try to fight back. Pileski. On the fake, it is Rashid Jones going in for the 2. 7:07 left.
Jones.
And Brockton has come from 21-0 back to take a 27-21 lead. Rashid Jones putting the Boxers on top. Mark Pileski to kick off. A sailing kick. Cella short hops it. JJ just puts his shoulder down as he crosses the 25 and gets it out to the 29. And that's where the Wildcats will have the football.
Al Donaldson made the tackle.
As Craig Bernard on special teams. And Chad Moore imploring his teammates. But you look at also not just line size wearing down Weymouth, and that was something that Coach Joe Kelly was concerned about. Also, the fact, too, you look at the kicking game. Mark Pileski has done an outstanding job. That last punt, when Brockton was inside their own 20, Pileski getting it down to the Wildcat 26. As Williams breaks it outside to the 34, goes to senior tailback, who's had an outstanding day. As Keith brought down by Lucien Belanger. But the fact is, you look back at this game, and Pileski's kicking. It has been key. Not just a hunt, and it really set it up because it gave Weymouth poor field position, and the Boxer defense dug in. As on the draw, Williams explodes to the 39. Williams, first down. As Troy Semper makes the tackle, and they will measure to make sure it's a first down. It looked like that Williams got enough yardage. 6:24 to go. But look back at the Pileski kickoffs in this game. He's been booting them, and a lot of high school kickers. As Williams gets the first down. But the fact of the matter is, Pileski's kickoffs, Cella and Moore have been grabbing him virtually at the 10 and inside the 10. And then when you look at the fact that they have to take it up, that to about the 19 with Brockton speed closing that quickly. It makes a difference. Donovan. Joe gets 2.
Through the middle.
For some Perry and LaFontant in on the tackle.
Up by enough.
And the Wildcats
made the stop. Gain of 2,
look at a second and 8 as we had under 6 minutes to go. Stanton gunning it deep downfield for Fernandez. He's got it! Manny Fernandez inside the 20, and the Wildcats are firing back. If Mark Stanton could have put just a little more air under that, it was 6, but still he got it there, and that's all that counts. To the 20, the Wildcats go first down, 5:31 to go. Hang on, we have got a wild finish coming up, it appears to be. Williams, the call. Keith, hard work, gets himself inside the 15 and the 14, and Troy Simper brings down Williams as Keith tried to make that extra move and he just couldn't get away.
It's 2nd and 5.
.4:55 to go. Williams, the call. Excellent defense. James Bailey, big number 77, just slipped off his block and just grabbed Williams before he could bounce it outside. A loss of 1, 3rd and 6.
47.
And do the Wildcats have that play that could just put the Boxers off stride? The Boxers been able to figure out the Wildcats in the second half, except for a few plays. Stanton, the bootleg. Throws it behind. Kevin Shaw, who was open. Belanger on the coverage.
Incomplete to Shaw.
And the Wildcats have a 4th and 6 coming up, and they got to figure out what to do. As offensive coordinator Kevin Cobbin, line coach Bart Weber on your left, Cobbin in the middle, coach Joe Kelly on your right. Fernandez, Strazzeri, and company come in. Stanton. Too far ahead. Strazzeri got his hands on it, but Strazzeri could not tightrope. And the Wildcat fans get disappointed with 4 minutes to go. The Boxers hang on, but Strazzeri was within just a few inches of possibly coming up with a miraculous catch. 4 to go. And the Wildcat defense is going to force a 3-and-out situation to give their offense one last chance. Toss pitch. Lee trying to get outside. Lee does, but he is slowed down enough.
Lamar Lee on the carry.
As he is brought down by Chad Moore and J.J. Chilla. But still, Lamar Lee gaining excellent yardage and first down. He gains 8. The top part of your screen, head coach Armin Colombo tells Mark Heitzel the play is, but he's taking a little more time than normal. 3:35 to go. Wildcats just trying to come up with a game-tying touchdown. They have battled Brockton tooth and nail. The Boxers just came up with some big plays when they needed them. And they come up with another one, getting the first down to the 31-yard line.
Flag on the play.
A flag down, however, as Donovan makes the tackle. And the flag comes out. Holding the Boxers.
Holding Brockton.
A big hold because it takes away the first down. And the Wildcats, defensively, had to push Brockton back and mark it off from the spot of the foul. And they'll put it back at the 21. It's a situation. It'll be now a second and 6, but 3:18 left. And the clock now starting to tick away. Wildcats just trying to come up with a turnover and cash in. Lee, the deep back. Toss pitch, just getting control of it. Was an adventure for Lamar.
Ladies and
It sunk
gentlemen,
on him, and
Weymouth
Brian
High School
Scott
Athletic
with a
Council
tackle calls
is going to
timeout.
make a cash grant to the high school athletic department.
2:49 left.
Names of the outstanding
27-21.
offensive and defensive
The
players
Wildcats
from the Weymouth team
trying to come
today.
up with a great finish.
And those boys have been...
3rd and 5, the Wildcat defense looking to dig in. They're looking to hang on. If they can force a punt, they could possibly get excellent field position. On the ground, the Boxers go. Rashid Jones being stood up. Rashid Jones gets the first down to about the 31 as Rashid just dug the shoulder down and kept on pushing. 2:42 left. And that could have just really get the Wildcats in one aspect because now the timeouts come about. The Wildcats have to start spending the timeouts. 2:30, clock ticking away. Situation where the Boxers just wore out the Cats. Hartzell dives across the 35 and gets it out to the 38. Kevin Shaw on the tackle. Timeout Wildcats, 2:13 left.
Timeout Weymouth.
Wildcats just trying to hold on and force the Boxers to punt and get one more chance. The timeouts, the down and distance situation, tell the story with the Boxers leading by 6. 2nd and 5. As Joe Donovan reads the play perfectly and grabbing Rashid Jones. And now the Wildcats spend another timeout with 2:05 left and a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Boxers. 3rd and 5. Big play. Wildcats almost jump off sides. They get back, however. Long count, and now procedure on Brockton. Ricardo LaFontaine came out of the stance. And a break for the Wildcats. It makes it a 3rd and 10. As referee Basil Cronin marks off this legal procedure. .205 left. 27-21 Brockton. They have battled back. The Boxers have shown their speed and size advantage. But the Wildcats trying to make that one last effort. Brian Scott and Joe Donovan bring down Rashid Jones after a 5-yard gain. 1:56 to go.
Scott and Joe Donovan made the tackle.
And
Mr. Jones.
4th down, and the Wildcats' timeout situation is low.
Who's that snap over your head when we need it?
And assistant coach Tony Manzelli upstairs making the comment. Where's the snap over the head when we need it? 1:32. The Wildcat timeout situation, very, very precarious. Pileski, as the Wildcats put 10 on the line. They're coming. Delay of game, Brockton.
Delay of the game, but that was 4th down.
So the ball moves back 5 yards, and Mark Pileski will be kicking it. 5 yards back. And the Boxers come out. So minute 17 left. Pileski pushes back. Wildcats still with 10 up on the line. They're trying to come after Mark. Pileski rides out a low kick. Strazzeri chopped down at the 36. The Wildcats have to go 64 to pull it out. 1:09 left. The Wildcats have to go 64 yards. Can they do it? Stanton on the roll. Deep downfield. What a catch! Keith Strazzeri with a remarkable catch! At the Brockton 16, a minute left in a timeout. Holy cow, what a catch! Timeout, a minute left. The clock says it all. The Wildcat fans are going crazy. First and 10. Here we go. Draw play, Donovan. Joe, getting away inside the 10 and the 8. Donovan almost broken. Timeout Wildcats with 43 seconds left.
Timeout Weymouth.
And the Wildcats are trying to pull it out. 43 seconds left. This crowd on its feet. And you paid your $5 for this one. You got your money's worth and more. As the Wildcats, 2nd and 2 for a first down. 9 for the touchdown. Flag, motion on the Wildcats. And the whistle blew. And clock goes down to 40, and those seconds should be put back on.
Legal procedure call against
So
Weymouth.
instead of 2nd and 2, it's 2nd and 7. Stanton gets the play from offensive coordinator Kevin Cobbin, and they will tell as referee Basil Cronin says hold the clock for a couple of seconds. Because of the situation of the procedure penalty, the whistle blew prior to the snap. Stanton, motion. Stanton knocked away. 36 seconds left, and motion on the Wildcats will be called. And the Boxers, head coach Joe Kelly and the Wildcat offensive brain trust trying to decide what to do. Illegal motion on the Wildcats. The Boxers apparently are going to take the penalty because they want the Wildcats' yardage to be a little bit more. They don't want the down situation. They want more yards for the Wildcats to get for the touchdown. 36 seconds left. 2nd down for the Wildcats. Stanton. Guns. Gerard can't hang on. Billy Billy Velios got Gerard right in the breadbasket, and Gerard slow to get up with 31 seconds left in a 3rd and 12. Two-play situation. There's Manny Fernandez and Billy Gerard. Gerard not shaken up by the hit, more frustrated with himself. Third down. Stanton, bootleg left, guns across, nearly intercepted Lamar Lee. Ball game right here, folks. Wildcats with a 4th down and 12 with 25 seconds left. Stanton with the time. He guns it back across field. Chella to the 3. First down, Wildcats. The presence of mind of Mark Stanton. Holy cow, what a blow. 14 seconds left. Stanton just implores the team, get to the line. Timeout. What a play by number 14. He came up huge. Mark Stanton and the Wildcats getting the last second instruction. 14 seconds left. Holy cow. The Wildcats need 4 yards for the touchdown. Toss pitch, it's Williams. Touchdown, Wildcats! Get up! Oh! 10 seconds left! Holy cow, they did it! Michael Taylor and the Wildcats can win it. Williams off tackle with 10 seconds left. And sophomore Michael Taylor out of the hole of J.J. Chella. Wildcats 28! Boxers 27, and hold on if it's official. Hang on. There's a penalty on the play. The Wildcats have got ahead by apparent signals. But hang, let's see if it is official. It looks it. Basil Cronin talks to Joe Kelly. They're saying, did he make contact? And that's the question. Oh my God, folks. This has been a wild one. We'll try it again. They'll say that contact was made. And they're not going to count it. Oh, they're going to move it closer to the goal line. Wildcat fans just want the kick, that's all. Sophomore Michael Taylor. He's just hoping to get the kick off.
An encroachment penalty against Brockton. They made contact, so the play never happened. They'll have to do it again.
Assistant coach Tony Manzelli put it best. The Wildcats had their last at-bats, and they came up with a long shot. The question is, for that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the point after kick by Michael Taylor, the Wildcats have to kick it 15 yards back. And the Wildcats had got a cover on this kick. 10 seconds left, 28-27 Weymouth.
22 on the other side.
Weymouth was penalized 15 yards on the kickoff because the crowd ran out onto the field.
Athletic director Bob Donovan almost jumped up in the air, so and did a pirouette. That's how excited he got. But the public address announcer, Bill Jackson, probably put it best after the touchdown. Have you ever seen a better high school game? Lee fields it on the line and then downs it. Surprisingly, Lamar had an opportunity. No time off the clock because he just caught it and downed it. 57 yards are the Boxers away from the Weymouth end zone. And the Weymouth defensive backs have got to not even let anybody by them.
Keep them back.
Everybody going back for the Wildcats. Fernandez, Stanton, Shaw, Moore. They're all 40 yards back. Wildcat fans imploring one last stand. Hartzell's got a phenomenal arm. This last 10 seconds is going to be an eternity. What a comeback by the Wildcats. They showed guts. They just would not quit. I can remember a call to WEEI where after Joe Kelly and Armin Colombo were on for a conference call the day before the game. The comment was that Weymouth does not quit. They keep coming. And Hartzell and the Boxers tried their final play. Incomplete. The pass intended for Mark Pileski. He was out of bounds when he caught the ball. 4 seconds left. As Pileski and the Boxers try to get so many yards and then get the final yards. Coach Armin Colombo wanted to get about 30 of the yards, make the pass easier. 4 seconds left. Hartzell. Everything he's got. Oh my gosh, folks, what a ball game. The Wildcats with a tremendous finish. Keith Williams, touchdown run. Michael Taylor's extra point with 10 seconds left. And maroon and gold in the background is for a victorious Weymouth High team. What a ball game. The Wildcats, 21-0 lead. Brockton came back. They looked like they were overpowering Brockton, where the Boxers looked like they were overpowering Weymouth. But the Boxers just could not deliver the knockout punch. The Wildcats were able to come up with that last gasp drive. The great catch, Keith Trezeri. The phenomenal play put down Mark Stanton. Presence of mind to look backfield and find J.J. Chella open and get it to him and keep the drive going. And then the touchdown run by Keith Williams and Michael Taylor hitting the point after. What a football season for the Wildcats. It comes to an end. As far as the regular season goes, the Wildcats would get a hope for a miracle, another one that Bridgewater lost to Taunton, and then they would see the Boxers again at PU. But Weymouth defeats Brockton in the renewal of the rivalry, 28-27, an outstanding football game. For everybody at Dimension 36, happy Thanksgiving. This was one of the best to ever watch.
Ground forces oversee.